Hi everyone. My name is Leonid Yulenets and I'm monitoring tools lead at RingCentral. It is an American telecommunications company which provides a variety of cloud services for our customers in the US and Europe. So today we'll be talking about Zabbix and its ability to scale. So what we call scalability. Our monitoring solution is based on Zabbix and there is no secret about it. But RingCentral infrastructure is rapidly growing every day. And the scalability issues come on top of everything. So if your number of hosts is about 1,000 and your number of items is not more than 100,000, your system may use several Zabbix proxies, one single Zabbix server, and feel just good. No data delays. No gaps. Everyone is happy. Okay. If you have 5,000 of hosts and about 1 million of items, you still may use many performance tricks to have your Zabbix monitoring system deliver the data without delays. Still good. But what if your system grows 10 times bigger, 50 times bigger? Your MySQL database won't afford that, right? How would you avoid data delays? A single missed outage may cost really much for your company. You may increase number of Zabbix proxies and even number of Zabbix servers, switching to multi-node architecture, but your delays are still in place. You will need probably to install really expensive high-performance storages. At some point, to improve the performance, you may start to reduce your number of items and triggers or increase monitoring intervals. Sometimes you would probably even need to turn off one part of your monitoring system in order to make another one deliver the data on time. What else? Finally, you will come up with splitting your huge system into 10 independent Zabbix systems. But would you be happy to have 10 different dashboards? How would you consolidate your history data? Finally, what if you need to install 11th Zabbix system? How would you quickly port your monitoring configuration? So during today's short speech, I will try to briefly highlight these questions and share with you the ideas of what may be done when it really comes to scalability. The architectural solution, which is currently under development in RingCentral, uses several Zabbix monitoring systems, consolidated on different levels to meet basic monitoring requirements. These include data delivery without delays, calculation of items and triggers within short period of time, keeping rather long period of history data, and providing visibility on all levels. Here is the distributed architecture we propose. This example shows how two Zabbix systems, first one and the second one, may be consolidated in one. But this architecture is designed to consolidate as many systems as you like. First of all, let's keep only one day of real data. Here and here. This will not require any storages, right? And you may even store your data on local drives. Also, why not to store the real data in memory? The most complex part of the system is organizing historical data storage. And here is where we propose to use NoSQL data warehouse. We propose MongoDB, but you may use any other NoSQL solution. The only requirement here is that the database should be easy scalable. Certainly, now let's keep configuration data separate from history. MySQL consolidated database should be okay for this purpose. How to pass the data to the history database and how to pass configuration. As you know, MySQL is storing binary logs. And let's take advantage of it. Not touching history tables in real-time databases. A simple parser may be used for these purposes. We call it binary log parser. Now there are two modules that take the data from the queue and write it to consolidated databases. History inserter writes the history directly to MongoDB consolidated database, historical one. Configuration updates consolidated DB, which is MySQL one. And yes, this is happening in real time. The delays that theoretically may happen here seem absolutely not critical, because the real-time information of what we are monitoring is always up to date. And the history may be a bit late. Now, how to consolidate alerts from all the systems on a single dashboard? And here is where you may use Zabbix API and your programming skills. Just move all your triggers onto a single page, and that's it. Well, the last that should be done here is making custom changes in Zabbix front end to have it working with MongoDB database. Actually, with both databases, configuration and history. Good coding will guarantee that you would never notice the difference. So probably all of you are familiar with MongoDB, so I won't be stopping on that slide too long. It uses so-called sharding, and this picture shows 3 shards. But you may use as many shards as you want. You may also use parallel or mirror sharding, the same picture here, to make writes in one database and read from another. So every approach has its own advantages and disadvantages. But with this architectural solution, we are going to store about 13 months of data to make our analysts satisfied and make reports for the huge history. Also, you may think about other systems that may be connected to this historical database. Reporting is really important, and for example, if you ever thought about prediction algorithms, do you want to predict your outages? This data warehouse will be of great use. So there are also some disadvantages, because template synchronization is rather tricky, and we didn't develop yet fast and good algorithm for this, but it is in progress now. Consolidated dashboard, I already said that you will need to make it on your own, and make changes for to make Zabbix front end view historical data. So that's it for now, and I'm waiting for your questions.
If all of your historical data is all in the data warehouse and only your real-time data, I'm assuming you mean data that's a week to maybe 2 weeks old is in your real-time database. How do you manage triggers that look at data, say for instance I want to look at my performance and have triggers based off a month ago on this day, I was seeing this kind of performance, but now I'm not. If that data is not there in the real-time DB, it wouldn't be able to do a trigger like that. So how do you manage that? Are you talking about modifying the Zabbix server code to actually look in the MongoDB as well?
So how do I look at the triggers that were months ago?
Yeah. So if you have a trigger function that actually uses time shift to look at data from a month ago, are you modifying the server code to look at MongoDB as well?
No, no, we didn't implement that. So actually, we don't have triggers that analyze 1 month of history data. So you can use weekly data if you need these triggers. We recommend to use that one day just because of simplicity and the speed.
More questions? Okay, then thank you very much, Leonid.
Thank you.